Uh, you know what? 505 isn't that bad for like a pure dark type, especially when it's like speed is base 85. That's not bad. The fuck?
We're live! Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Cowtopia, home of the cow
Hello.
burger. May I
So,
take your cow?
today we are playing West of Loathing, but before we do that, I need to quick show something here. So, as I was going live, uh, my buddy, my buddy, Chris, aka Adrian S. Enzo, good friend of mine, has done a lot of artwork for myself and many of my friends in the past. Uh, Decided to just randomly message me on Steam and he just he just fucking he just fucking sent me a bunch of cows. Just a bunch of cows tipping. I don't know where these came from. I don't know how he got these. Like, I don't know if this is a sticker. Like, if I hover over it, it tells me nothing. It's just these cows. Where did you get all of these cows? I'm so confused. He's typing back. I was raised in a ranch, bitch. Why wouldn't I? uh, Chris, if you're watching this, never change, man. Never change. Oh, man. Alright. So, and now back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. So, welcome. Welcome to West of Loathing. This is a RPG where you are, of course, a man in the Old West. It is very stupid. It's a stick figure based game. It's a parody of a ton of shit. Uh, it's incredibly silly. It was given to me by Sword, one of my moderators, so shoutouts to Sword. Thank you for gifting this to me. Uh, and so we're gonna just give this a try. So here's the character select screen. We've got our options. And I'm just gonna, like, try to find, a good, a good... Help the green men arrive. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright. Let's figure out what we wanna... What's a good one? Let's see. What's a good dumb name here? Ah, well, that one has Biff in the name. And given channel lore, I know what needs to be done. I'm gonna turn on CoCom cam for that. There we go. So we are Biff Littlefield. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. Are we a cowpuncher, a bean slinger, or a snake oiler?
Snake oiler looks hilarious.
So there's snake oiler. So these are, obviously, you have your warrior, your mage, and your rogue. I really just like the concept of bean slinger because beans.
Hylian, have you gotten to any of the Starfall things?
I have not.
Hold on. I need to send you just one small image.
I'm gonna sling some beans. Let's see.
You do that.
Well, actually, hang on. There's synopsis for each of these. Let's read these out. Cowpunchers solve their problems with fists, whether it's shaking them at a disagreeable feller in a disreputable saloon, or using them to punch a slightly more disagreeable feller in a slightly less reputable saloon. You've heard the cowpunchers are in demand out in the West since the cows came home, which stands to reason. The cows aren't gonna punch themselves after all. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Loathing, and the Beanslinger is the mystical master of both. You heard that there's a shortage of cooks out in West since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. All right, what do we got here?
Yep. Can't tell who that is.
That could be anyone.
That could be literally anyone.
Do you think he's related to the Master Royale?
I think he's related to the mysterious Mr. L.
He could be anyone. Snake Oiler. Snake Oilers rely on their moxie and chutzpah to tame snakes, their fearlessness to extract potent oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard Snake Oilers are doing really well out in the West since the cows came home. Everyone needs potions in hope in these dark days, and also out west is where all the best snakes live. I just like the concept of beans. I'm gonna be a bean slinger. Okay. So here's our room. Goodbye, bed. Time to head west and chase my real dreams.
Your real dreams of not being in a bed?
You read the spine of one of your books. Herb Brown and the Incident in Rattlesnake Castle. I remember that one. Read another title. Mildred Hardy and the Mystery of Cabot House. Victoria Brown and the Incident in the Black Barn. The Curse of Grizzly City. The Journey into the Spooky Woods. Walt Smith and the Curse of the Butcher's Lighthouse. Oh hey, this one might come in handy. You got an item. Walking Stupid. This book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. Unlocks stupid walking as an option. Read it. You read the book from cover to cover and learn how to walk really stupidly. Stupid walking has been added to your options menu. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you were trying to pick it up. Alright. What does stupid walking look like? Oh!
Perfect. This will remain on for the entirety of the game.
I think it has to, right?
Oh, it's a random walk every time?
Yeah. Swim!
Alright. Well,
Oh.
time to achieve your real dreams of not being in a bed anymore.
Goodbye, phonograph. You pulled the wheel slowly away. Nah, turn it back on. Goodbye, desk. Comb hair. You comb your hair one last time. You gain 1 XP.
Bro, I need to turn the fuck around. Turn
been?
around. Every now and then I find a fucking char cadet.
I'm going to feed
Turn
Russell a cricket.
around.
Goodbye, Russell. Be good. What a mess. Stack firewood. Gained XP. This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all of her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. It's covered with all of his weird diagrams and charts. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Corpus Amigdensorium Romanorum. None of it makes lick of sense to me. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Traité de substitutions et equations algebraicus. How many different languages do you need to learn to know to learn about numbers? Traité de substitutions et des equations algebraicus. None of it makes lick of sense to me. It's your kid brother's toy box. Heh, he loves stuff like this. You got an item. Puzzle cube. So tidy. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. Present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but the one about picking locks, the one about desert survival, or the one about bartering? Ooh. Which one?
I don't know.
Desert survival. You got an item. Desert eating and drinking. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. This book contains everything you need to know to turn the harsh, unforgiving desert into your own personal buffet. And the best part is that the buffet also has an open bar. Gives you the foraging skill. You read the book and learn all sorts of tricks for squeezing extra stuff out of cactuses and whatnot. You got a skill, foraging. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing.
Oh, what the hell?
Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. Time for me to leave, Dad. Slipcover's little. Listen, I want you to have this. It was your grandmother's favorite can of beans. You got an item, can of infinite beans. You'd think a can with an unlimited number of beans in it would be really exciting, but these beans are pretty terrible. It is a pretty cool thing to carry around, though. This item goes in your offhand. +1 spell damage, +1 muscle, +1 moxie. Thank you. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. It's a haystack. You got a needle. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Say goodbye. It's time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help people, to seek my portion, or to get off this stupid farm? To help people. You read the paper, Rufus. The people out west are in trouble. They need all the help they can get. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year. And that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. And I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Grimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. Leave. Go west, young man? Yes. Hitching a ride across the Great Plains. I'm going to skip the opening credits. You just skipped a credit sequence where your character rode a turnip cart across the Great Plains and into the sleeping town of Boring Springs. Highlights of the trip included director, cinematographer, film editor, yada yada yada. I'm sure it was spectacular. A turnip! Get a turnip. You got an item, dusty turnip. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left at the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Where's your hat, dangnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. You look through the hat box and buy a magical black Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. You got an item, barely enchanted hat. +1 mysticality. Thanks, Pete. It gives you a friendly, if somewhat titchy nod. Say, feller, yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure, alright? I'll leave it. Keep it in mind. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking at it that it's absolutely disgusting. Look at it. Yeah, it's full spit. Regular spit. Gross tobacco spit. Chewing gum. It even looks like a field teeth as well. It's disgusting, and the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what is wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand toward the spittoon, and before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water.
Stop! Literally, stop!
You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations? You got an item. Nasty ring. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. +1 muscle, +1 mysticality, +1 moxie.
Damn.
His two are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with their deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Good luck, you two.
Have you ever heard of the logistical problem of bear-proofing a trash can?
Yes.
Okay, so you're aware that if you make it so a trash can cannot be opened by the smartest of bears, it will subsequently not be able to be opened by the stupidest of people.
Yes.
Okay. This leading into what I just glossed over in my YouTube recommended of fucking God of War, and how God of War Ragnarok is apparently very hard to play for one Dark Side Phil, even though the devs specifically reference his fucking footage of playing the game to like help out with puzzles, and the game was like built to his fucking criteria. It's, it still can't play the game correctly.
Oh my god. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall, reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." The bartender finally notices you. "What brings you to our little backwater? Ask about work." Unfortunately, Boring Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. Ask about the railroad. The Manifest Destiny Railroad Company, from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco, and having a heck of a time doing so. I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity there. Yep, if I were a younger woman, I'd probably head that way myself. Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I could probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll probably need this. You got an item. Weak fungicide.
I also cannot stress my disappointment enough when this Friday came and we did not get a second episode of Chugga telling us how shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for part 2.
Star is.
Where's my part 2? Emil!
Well, Emily!
The liquid in this can is actually very powerful, and it's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. Effective against goblins. I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. How's that working out for you? Oh, those horses are just flying out the door. So business is booming? Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Is that why you're here drinking instead? Hi, Luna. Marry the spittoon? No, I will not marry the spittoon. Me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Do you have any horses left? One. Kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the table. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay. Marry it. No! I will not marry the spittoon! The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. Should probably leave him alone. A pile of old newspapers. Take one. You got an item. Boring Springs Gazette, April 20th, 1895. There's the goblin. A crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails you. Grab a bottle. I guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here can reach the top of the bar. You got an item, Nurse brand whiskey. Believe me, you inevitably will. Alright. Let's go in here. A mug. Welcome to Boring Screams. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? The sheriff. Blasted sign papers. Painters. Say, you wouldn't be be looking for work, would you? Depends on the work. There's a gang of hoodlums around here that call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't much good without the door. I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go and fetch it back for me. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Let's get started sooner rather than later. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. You got an item. Deputy pistol. Deputy. You deputized a gun? You're new here in town. Maybe you haven't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. He makes a little note on your map. You discovered a new map location, the Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. I'll be back with the door.
Are you intentionally not reading these Hicks words correctly because I'm here? And that would mean you'd have to say the words y'all and ain't.
I mean, I just refuse to say those anyway, but yes. Step right up, raids the game, and trades the game.
Or sept instead of accept.
Fine, I'll make an exception just because of the theme of this game.
The theme of this game is you're a hick in a hick town helping out other hicks.
Fine. I will never say these words outside of this game, just so you all know.
Okay.
You see, Braid's the name and trades the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid. Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I am trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul, I will trade a fine silver pocket watch.
Well, you did find the needle in the haystack.
I've been reading the text as is, FF14 just the same. I'll take some dynamite for this needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. You got an item. Dynamite.
No. It's short for Brayden. Which, by the way, don't name your kid Brayden. If ever anyone has a kid, don't name the kid Brayden.
Damage is an enemy in combat and is sometimes useful outside of combat as well. Get lost.
You're just stepping in cow shit.
You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself. And the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer, and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh. Does it hurt? It's what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh. No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation process inside the cactus part of me keeps me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. I wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or something, or anything, do you? Give him the newspaper. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orho Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it. Skill up. Gumption level 2. Don't mention it. Now, you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. Stick the newspaper to him. Nope. You're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember?
I'm stepping on the cactus.
Alright. Well, time to go to the Fricker Gang's hideout. Thud Fricker, the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Wake him up. Just shoot him. Ignore him. I'm gonna wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Thud is, well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar, if we assume that it's 70 years from now and that idiom makes sense. You feel bad about the idea of killing him. Let's fight, Thud, or walk away, Thud. Thud, you don't want this life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud
You're probably white.
Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. You got a perk. Honorable. You've got a strong moral compass and an accurate ethical protractor. Honorable options will be available in some situations. It's a beer barrel cactus. Harvest. You squeeze the mug's worth out of the flowers. You got an item. Mug of cactus beer. Increases your maximum HP by 10 for the rest of the day. It's a random pile of stuff the Fricker Gang stole. Finders keepers. You gain 25 meat. You get a recovered mug. You got a pair of silver cufflinks. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have some use for these.
I don't think you wear anything.
You tried the colorblind one of the options? No, I have not. One of the Fricker boys is dozing in a bathtub. Tie him up. Psst. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. You got an item. Bar of soap. I'm now going to tie him up. Give it a shot. It's useful. I'm turning it on. This did nothing.
Yep. Very funny. The black and white game that has a color block.
Ha ha ha.
It's very funny.
Best font mode. Changes the typeface of the game to Arial. Please don't do this.
Do it.
Ugh. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop with their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Just let the quirky pointless options. I mean, yeah. Approach them and talk, leave without alerting them. Howdy, boys. Deal me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? I'm here for the sheriff's door. I'll show you the door. The door to hell. He reaches for his gun. Okay then, a fight it is. Welcome to combat. We have melee, pistol, or our skills. So magic. We have lava fava, or the bean shield. We also have our items. I am going to use... I am going to cast Lava Flava. Go, Fiery Bean! I will now do a melee attack. Leaders of the Fricker Gang are dead by your hand. The sheriff will be proud of you, though you're not sure how your mother would feel. Mysticality, level 2. There's a mug on the table. They won't be needing this anymore. You got a recovered mug. A pile of the Fricker's ill-gotten games. Take it. You gain 50 meat. It's the sheriff's store. Grab it. You got an item. Sheriff's store. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. Maybe I can help? Oh, God, yes, thank you, please. I'd confess to myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for fighting them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. It draws 3 little pictures on your map. You discovered a new map location. Borehole Mine, Boring Springs Boneyard, Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like the environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. You got an item. Bag of homing oats. How does that work? For special pigeon-infused oats. Will do. See you later. Take some needles. Who's the lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? That's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby, a real tough broad. I recommend that you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. No one glares at you. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowboy who's gonna be searching the spittoon for his teeth if you don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye-bye then. See, the Fricker Gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. You gained 400 meat. Got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I'll keep an eye out. I'll trade this soap for a lock. Braid, though you really don't think his name is actually Braid, takes your soap and hands you a lock. Managed to scare up a lock for myself. Got one right here. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? I'll see what I can do. The cell is locked. Pick the lock. You deftly picked the lock.
Uh-huh.
I unlocked your cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, Soldier. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you've done. Don't mention it. Here, have this as a souvenir of your time in Boring Springs. You got an item. Replica Sheriff Badge. +1 armor. Let's go to Thousand Snakes Old. The snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. Attack it. Beans. Beans.
Magic, bitch.
Is it 3 a.m. though? It's 3 a.m. somewhere in the world.
The caption for this on Reddit was, all 10 of the Ginyu players out there are gonna love this meme.
Uh-oh, Clay linked a Shofu clip.
It's me. I'm bitches.
Actually, not wrong. There's 346 here. Exactly. This horse has gone snake crazy. Or maybe he was some other kind of crazy horse before. Approach him. I'm a friend, okay? So cool, alright? Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare, and the other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now, and that it's clear you aren't actually made of spiders, though. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit. Okay, a lot. But seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul, or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. Feed him the oats. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats, and it gallops away with a whinny, or rather a wee-yargle! Hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. Let's go to Orhold Mine. This is where Bill said to look behind the outhouse. You got a shovel. There's still some meat ore in this cart. You gained 50 meat. Here's a dirty mug. It's instructions for the cargo elevator. Poster reads behind the wall reads, Level 1, blasting cap scores. Level 2, plungers. Level 3, tools. Where do you want to send the cargo elevator to? Well, let's grab some tools. You got an unrefined meat nugget. You managed to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. Alright. Let's go to level 2 for plungers. Plungers. The sign lied, though. There's only the one kind. You got an item. Detonation plunger. Alright, and I take this next one is gonna have boxes. Grab one. You pry one of the crates open with your crowbar and grab a blasting cap. Oh, we're blowing this up. Hook the plunger up. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. This makes you nervous. Press the plunger. You press the plunger and nothing happens. You forgot to hook up a plastic cap. Add a plastic cap. Okay, you succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Press the plunger. Kaboom! 50 meat. Something's buried here. You found a silver nugget. You see the dark horse. Barely. The horse shies away from you, though in this case, it's more like the crippling introvert is away from you. Don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Feed her the oats. You take a handful of the oats and hold them out to the horse. Here you go. Num yum. She slides away from you warily and makes a surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Eat the oats yourself. You take a handful from the bag and toss some into your mouth. Ugh. It's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food, don't ask. You smile to show this horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, those D's are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter with a cheerful wait. See? Perfectly fine. Feed her the oats. She slides away from you warily again and makes some yada yada yada. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose. But she doesn't actually flee, so that's something. That's a good girl. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. You turn around to look, but don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay then. What's this crack? Examine the hole. You bend down and shine your lantern into the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down there, well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole. But you don't know if that was to hide it or to discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. Alright, well we have one stick of dynamite. We need 2 more. So let's go find 2 more sticks of dynamite. Let's go to Boring Springs Boneyard. Our founder, Sapenya Boring. He was actually a really interesting guy. Benjamin Crockett. He showed up way too early. Beauregard Skelton. Captain, 3rd Cavalry. Dig up the grave. You got an old cavalry saber and a gold tooth. Here comes the cavalry saber. This was on the ground for a very long time, then in someone's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. Your pulse quickens as you get here near the spooky, translucent horse. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as to not startle her, though you quickly come to realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. I'm a friend, okay? Nay! That's a little strange. How did you do that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose. You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you would want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold, brr. Pat her on the nose again. Yep, still cold. Brr. Pat her on the nose again. Still cold. Yep, still cold. You get the idea. Feed her the oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she sort of just stares right through you. Please don't look at me like that. Try the oats again. You hold out the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make the oats spooky, but I guess I could put some bone meal on them. But I don't have any candy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Is that a yes? Weird, okay. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a little bit of grave dirt and hold them out. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them, then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the pretension of town. Bizarre. Devoted husband, beloved daughter, a baby.
Yeah, those babies. Hardcore Christians. Honestly, I think the way my mom got converted was through a baby.
Through a baby?
Yeah. Wasn't the fact that my grandpa was a devout fucking Catholic, and thus she went to Catholic church every Sunday.
Yeah.
No, it was a baby.
It's just the baby.
Just the baby.
The baby.
The baby. I would like to see the baby. When the fuck are we getting more Mandalorian?
I don't know. You said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd you do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anyone except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. Can you sell me a horse? Which one are you interested in? The basic model, the shifty-looking dark one, the spooky pale one, the one with the crazy eyes. Well, I think I know which one Spooks is gonna say.
You're right. The dark one.
I can't tell whether or not you were being sarcastic or if that's the one you're actually going for.
Finally, some representation in media.
Okay, the shifty-looking dark one it is. Good choice. She's a sneaky one. Sell her to you for 1,000 meat. When you say sneaky, well, she's real quiet, and she likes dark places. Yeah, I remember. And just look at how she's trying to hide behind the other horse there. She seems pretty smart. I'll take her. Achievement unlocked. A real underdog. Give her a name. Well, Spooks, what am I naming her?
Spirit.
What?
Spirit.
Spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to name
Only
your horse
for
Spirit?
me.
Yes. Free with every horse is a complimentary map. You got an item. Southeast-west map. The woman glares at you. Are you Susie Cochran? How do you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. I'm sorry for your loss. I saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing happen. Damn thing, couldn't do nothing about it. The bartender said it was cows? Cows, right? I don't know what those things are. But they ain't cows. Not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle. Back before, well, before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead. She left me with the place when she passed. Go on. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch, and they attacked. A couple days ago. It happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door and fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes just like that. What did you do? Like, there wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't go upstairs to the kids because of the fire. And I saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Sorry. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here, and no desire to stay. I can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left of anybody. Where is it? Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need someone to go get it for me. Yeah, I'll go get it. We discovered a new map location, the Cochran Ranch. Get lost. Offer whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Brock. What brand? Nurse Whiskey. Your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Enter the house. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is graying and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. Whiskey. Stat. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills the small flask she takes out of her pocket. She then puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Geez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here? Me or you? Okay, point taken. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out. And I can't talk and drink at the same time, so what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some confirmation that I'm not losing my... outside confirmation that I'm not losing my mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh. Ouch. Every doctor loses one now and again. You never get used to it, but, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Buddy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh. Indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back at the bottle. What now? Do you have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. A rumor? What is it? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west that's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly, he's sending magic out in the world somehow. Magic like weak beanslingers use? I've never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? That'd be one hell of a can of beans. About that necromancer. Assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe someone ought to try to stop him. You? Because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman that knows as much about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old. If I were going to pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? It sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done, for your friends and everyone. Beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself chasing rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me, and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alright, kid, what the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. Skill up, muscle level 2. Can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Nothing they're gonna do much good in this dune-forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc.
He drank that bottle through her eye.
Yep. You start flipping through the goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but eventually you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you have taken a break from reading, several blurfs have passed. And you now also know that blurf is the goblin word for hour. You have learned to speak goblin, sort of. You got a perk, goblin tongue. You can communicate with goblins.
Now tell that goblin in the basement to fuck off. Go gob yourself. Hiya, hiya, hiya. The boulder.
The goblin shouts, "I'm Gary." Hi, Gary. Hi, hello, I am Gary. Who are you? Introduce yourself. Well, I'm Biff. Hello, Biff. Good to meet you. What Biff doing down here? Be polite. Oh, I'm just looking around. Oh, hey, Gary likes to looking too. Gary now looking for way out of this dump. Gary not having much luck, though. Where are you trying to go, Gary? High away and far up for popping. Popping and then new Gary everywhere. Everywhere. Settle down, Gary. Gary doesn't likes to settling. Gary wants to be traveling and popping. If Biff is going far up and high away, maybe taking Gary with you, eh? I'll think about it. Now let's go to the ranch.
Sorry, yo, what the fuck? Black man flashing his gun in a store, and he has a swastika tattooed on his stomach. That's a new level of what the fuck. Alright, man.
Something behind this door is making some pretty awful noises. Go through it anyway. You got an item. Varmint skinning knife. Good thing you didn't murder that goblin already. Yeah. We're not gonna address the barrels of TNT next to the fireplace. Nah, I think I think we're fine. Found my rifle yet? Here she is. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name. I'm Biff. Thanks, Biff. Can't rightly say what this means to me. Well, that's enough wallow in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along with you head west, you just say the word. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished business you've got will forever remain unfinished. Are you sure you're ready to leave? Yes. Alrighty then, since you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West, all you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Who will you take with you? Crazy Pete, Doc Alice, Susie Cawtrain, or Gary the Goblin, or go it alone? Who are we taking?
Obviously, Gary has the most motivation to leave and help you out. Obviously.
Obviously. I kind of do want to take Gary, though.
I assumed so.
It's just so stupid, right?
Yeah. It's fucking Gary. It's Gary the Goblin. Take him with you. Fuck it.
Yep. You head back to the saloon's basement and smuggle Gary out under your coat. At the trail.
What? Oh! You don't wear anything! You're a stick! You're a stick figure! Ah!
Head for Dirtwater. For what? It's your partner. Wanting more goblins meeting? Gary is hearing about goblins at Olden Fort nearby. You discovered a new map, Fort Cowardice. What do you think we should do next? West, you going fast? Okay, a big iron snake to riding, so fast. Taking with us. A big iron... You mean the train? Yes, asking the training mans. Okie dokie. Uh-oh. It's another spittoon. You got an item. Filthy Porcelain Cow. Plus 3 melee attack damage. Plus 3 spell damage. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to you at all. Boys only, bud. See the nosy type, eh? Alright, we can go get some saltpeter. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like the decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Great. Help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. This suddenly has taken a strange turn. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Got an item. Dirt water bourbon. I'll have another shot.
Oh, no, shit.
I'll have another shot. I'll have another shot. I'll have another shot. Okay, I'm stopping at 5. Who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fellow he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird of stories. Fantastical life. Too bad, I love that stuff.
What the fuck?
Well, it don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely. Comes to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. Seems to calm him down. As long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind it too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Can I get some darts? The sign of the dartboard said C for darts. Oh. Sorry, all the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. This shot. See you later.
A vegan PETA lady put her feet in concrete and stood outside of a Starbucks to protest upcharge on vegan milk at Starbucks.
Oh my god.
And, like, it's full on, like, you're sleeping with the fishes, Johnny, like, feet in concrete. Like, she's got a new pair of cement shoes.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no! Your soy half-calf venti amogado bullshit is like $3 more expensive. Oh, boo fucking who? Cry me a river.
God forbid.
Like, I'll accept your dietary choices because they don't affect me. Why should I care? However, your stupidity does affect me.
Yep. Advanced Green Beancraft, Volume CX. This is a cookbook.
Read it.
A cookbook! Specialized in
Sling
bean recipes.
the beans!
There's a recipe for a wall-shaped pile of beans that looks pretty interesting. Gives bean wall, a spell that will create a wall of beans that provides cover from ranged attacks. There's a recipe that's scratched out and replaced with a bunch of paranoid insane scrawlings. Gives Wary, a skill that increases your maximum AP, which is MP. There's a chapter about cooking bean dishes so small that they have to be served intravenously. Gives Blood Beans, a skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. I feel like it's between Wary or Blood Beans. I think I want the health regen. Unfortunately, you got so distracted by your newfound figure that you misplaced the book. A bag of shroom grow, guaranteed to increase the size and intensity of any mythological specimen. Give to Gary. Gary has become more powerful. Are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. I could be the sheriff. Do you have log sportsman experience? Not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have an existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all of the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then what, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, we could put it that way. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed, prospecting-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on an iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. It's okay. Like I said, it happens all the time. Any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always someone in need of justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. It's a wanted poster. A wanted poster. If accuracy is important. It says, wanted, the house in the desert gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. Last seen at a house in the desert. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Yes. You've discovered a new meth location. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. The poster reads, Wasted, the Stripy Hat Gang, for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion-sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? Yes. This empty cell is all ghostly. Vacant lot. Vacant lot. Vacant lot.
A lot of bacon.
Not a lot available at this point. You saw the sign. There's nothing past here.
Hey, no, there's 2 lots available. Not available, not available.
Alright. Well, let's go to the desert house. As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of a nearby rock. Investigating more closely, you see that someone drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered it away without setting it off. Or maybe they were just out of matches. Take the dynamite. You gain 2 dynamite. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are, you hold up. You hear a voice from inside say, "What was that? Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name." Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Thanks. Biff Sneaky Littlefield had changed my name. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. What are your options? You're not going to be able to get past without alerting the gang inside the house. Back off for now. You know what? Bring it on. There's Rufus Roughhouse, Coffee House, and Art House. Alright. I'm going to spawn a goblin grunt. More goblins!
Yeah, gobble.
Go get him, bear. Go! Use Gary Foo! I got a new gun. Let's go back home. Off the trails, rocks, you see them ancient petals guarding the rock. Translate them. They seem to translate to, my first is the first of a burning coal. Intriguing. Give her what's left of the Desert House gang. Well, this certainly is a bag of severed ears and teeth and such. Which gang was this? The House in the Desert gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. Another wanted poster. Read it. Wanted. The Potemkin gang. For unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater.
The Potemkin gang. Last seen hitting Potemkin busters off rip. Let's go.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Last seen throwing shock walls.
I knew full well the moment it said Potemkin that you were going to make a Guilty Gear reference, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Literally got handed to you on a silver platter.
85 secret arts. Heavenly.
You got an item. Sweet selling man. Alright, let's go to Fort Cowardice, because Gary wanted to go here. You notice that trails of burnt vegetation off the side of the trail, which can only mean one thing. A hellcalf is grazing nearby. Track it down. Let's go into administration. This cabinet is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personal records on the back of one drawer. Examine them. These are incredibly boring. No, really, I want the details. Fine, you've read one. Satisfied? No, another. Hey, you're just reading the same ones you read before. What is wrong with you? I can't get enough. There's still some good mess left. What's this mess? You've got military-grade whiskey and hard tack. You got a shaker of saltpeter. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent. No bothering. Letting them sleep. Okay. Leave the tent. You got Army Field Trauma Kit and military-grade whiskey. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across the surface, you're guessing this desk belongs to Fort Cowardice's nurse. Look at the papers. This looks like it might be important. You got an item. Marching orders. Look at the diagrams. They're just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. It's an unusually sized cannonball. Take it. Cavern Canyon. You hear a rustle. Hear a rustling. Trace to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the gulch. Presumably, it's a gulch goblin rustler. Always kind of assumes that it refers to a different sort of rustling, though. He looks up at you and makes some angry-sounding goblin noises. It's saying, "Human! Hey, what? Down here looking? Stopping it. Jump down and fight it. Have Gary talk to it." Why right quickly? Let's have Gary talk to it. Can you talk to it? Maybe get it to help us out? Gary, we're trying. Gary shouts some... Gary shouts some garble-sounding goblin talk that you can't follow at all, except the words human and, disconcertingly, lunch. The goblin shrugs and rustles around in the bushes some more, and then tosses a small waxed paper package up to Gary. It turns out to be a sandwich of some kind. You shout thanks down to it in goblin. At least that was your intention. The goblin doesn't seem as offended, so presumably you pronounced it more or less right. Gumption level up 4. You got an item, goblin for sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin.
Yeah, that sounds about goblin.
Yep. This crate has Medicine scrawled on it in black paint. Bottle of laudanum and more things.
Look at me,
Booze.
I am the medicine.
Booze, you should leave. Right now. Before that spider eats you. You must have a death wish standing this close to that thing. No way are you going back in there. This door has like 15 deadbolts on it. The note tacked to it says, "Please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open, because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider." It isn't even signed, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. The tunnel behind this opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. You see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get to them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs, you'd be able to pick your way through it. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Go inside. The gang has been prepped for spider construction. Arrest them. You stack the cocoons on your back of the horse, and then head back to Dirtwater Jail. Turn them in. Is that the Stripy Hat Gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider of justice. Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. Yet another wanted poster. Lots of criminals around these parts. Read it. Wanted, the Black Hat Bandits, for horse theft and the selling of counterfeit glue. Last seen added toward North's oil millinery. Alright, I want to go back to Cavern King just in case I missed anything. You spot the smoldering ruin of a ranch on the horizon. Ominous. You discovered a new location, the Stearns Ranch. Sure, go there. More needles. You discovered a new map location, the Big Apple. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Your deft fingers find a hidden catch, and the back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. There's a book inside. Mary Stern's diary. This first page says in a little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI in diary are crossed out, and IA written above them. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back, and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe me that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay, because this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play Tea Party with her. I don't like this kind of tea party stuff. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama's sad that they couldn't find Effie. Papa said she's been gone so long that they should put a cross up, but Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa said she's only 11, how far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell her him and Effie are helping keep the cows away, but she don't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party again, but she says I gotta. If I don't, cows will eat all three of us. She says either I get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. That's the last entry. The toy box contains a single object, a creepy burnt porcelain doll. It's the work of a movement to fix the doll's voice box. Pull the string. You pull the string. The doll's eyes roll back into its head, and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? Hi, Biff. You're nice. Do you want to play with me? Let's play. Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into a secret room? What is it? The magic word is peanut butter. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet.
Damn, dude, Gary is getting bored.
There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Whisper peanut butter. Atop this sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Take the goblet. A chill runs down your spine as you touch the goblet. You carefully pour the blood from the goblet into Grace's mouth. Grace leaps out the toy box, laughing maniacally, and climbs the ranch house's ruined chimney. She turns towards you. See you soon. She leaps into the ground behind the house and scampers off towards the northwest. That's probably fine. It's a pyrobove. You got an item, the toilet pistol. Deal stench damage instead of physical damage. Apply 5 poison to enemy. Poor chef has changed the wall. His eyes on as you approach. You're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Got an item. Jaw harp. Plunk it.
Yep. Yep. You're just,
Let's go to the Big Apple. Oh, I got a new advanced beancraft volume. Let's see. There's a list of meditation techniques to help you concentrate while cooking and or fighting. Use the old bean, a skill that temporarily increases your mysticality during a fight. There's a whole set of recipes for ice-cold bean-based desserts. Gives Great Northern Blizzard, a spell which deals cold damage to all of your enemies. Includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automatons and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem, a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you. I could use some AoE damage. Unfortunately, at some point, the book got completely covered in snowdrift and is now soggy ruined. What's the matter, buddy? I lost my self buckle. You look near the bar? Oh, good idea. I'll look there. Honda, you notice there's something weird. This house has a back door. Be through the back door. Oh, I see. Okay, so they want them all on that one then. Cut the ropes. Fake building falls over on the real bandits.
Yeah.
Take him to jail. How do you get them? Push the jail over on him. What? Never mind. Wanted, the Gherkin brothers, for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Last seen heading for the old abandoned pickle factory. Can't let these dastardly criminals escape justice. It wouldn't be kosher. Alright, let's go to the old millinery.
Is that Cotton Eye Joe just randomly?
That's public domain, Joe.
Where did you biff from? Where did you biff? Where did you biff from, Cotton Eye Biff?
Where are they heading? Jacuz.
You're fucking dead.
Bah. Hat room 2.
Alien,
Yes.
I found the full odd shiny.
Nice.
It was a duck
Quack.
of the cyber ID.
Sigh.
And I can confirm that shinies do appear on Overworld.
Yes. This was known, Khaleesi.
Well, I didn't know.
Alright, they are slowly but surely being taken care of. The abandoned
being-
pickle factory. You discovered a new location. Fort All Dead. Sure, we'll go there.
Or they're fucking dead.
He doesn't seem to notice you. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Ooh,
I need this dog.
that's a
Not
fire type
dog.
Diglett raid.
Area. I'm mad about it.
Got an item, Rifleman Insignia pick.
Oh my fucking. Here's drop down right here, right? Hey, Rufflet! Okay. Cacnea, my favorite. Honestly, Cacnea is my favorite James Pokemon.
I love Cacnea.
He just wants to give hugs.
But he can't because he hurt people that give hug though.
He just wants to hug and be friend.
You do. You just want to be friend.
Oh no, the Terrestrialized raid boss is setting up buffs. Oh no. Oh no.
Actually, you know what, Highlight? I just thought about it. What if we don't ban Shedskin, but ban Regenerator on Cyclezar?
Yeah.
That would fix it.
I guess I'll catch Diglett. Did you start over and save the goblin?
Yes.
No? You didn't?
Well, I played a little bit on my own time, but it wasn't anything massive.
Yeah. We just took Gobbert. Did we not? Yeah. Oh.
I don't know how I feel about the menuing in this game.
Yeah, muscle band.
I found a few mints, but I'm just like, are those randomly generated or that's a gold raid signal.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about like 70% of the ladies in the Paldea region just being buff.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, but also why? But also thank you? I've arrived at my destination. Destination.
What's that I see there? No idea what I'm looking at right now. Mastiff. That's just a dog.
Yeah, Mastiff. He's great.
I'm terrified. What does this thing do? It looks like a normal dog, so it probably has broken stat.
I mean, it's just a pure dark type. It's a pure dark type with either guard dog or intimidate.
This one has intimidating.
Good. Pick it up. It's a good boy. I'll be honest. For the most part, my Mastiff mutton has been like carrying me.
All right. I'm gonna call it a stream there, guys. So we've been live for almost 2 hours. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be live tomorrow, or Saturday, or Sunday, whichever one works out better, with Hyrule Game Night. See you guys then.